Hello, my name is Samar, else I go by Sam, or first time panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. I feel like I look really tired and like haggard and worn out and kind of just disheveled today. I mean, I am very tired and I do have a really bad headache, and there have been jets like circling around my apartment for the last 15 or so minutes, so I don't think they're going away. Sorry. But yeah, I'm not in any certain state right now. I just look that way. But yeah, this will be my update for my 5 4 3 2 1 project. This is actually the second time I'm filming this update. I filmed it maybe like 2 or 3 days ago, and that was filmed very much on the spot. I wasn't planning to film it, but I just sat down because I was like, hey, I have the time. No, I like looked back at the footage and I looked even worse. Like, I looked kind of crazy and I was just not ready to film. I was not in the filming headspace, and I was just like rambling on and I didn't really understand what I was talking about. So I'm gonna refilm it. I seldom do that, but I really needed to. And I also have the window open behind me because I wanted a little bit more light in this room, but I feel like it's also throwing off my light. Anyway, yeah, I really picked the worst time to refilm this, but I'm just gonna get straight into the update because if I overthink it, I'm just gonna nitpick and nitpick and nitpick. But I will leave the playlist linked in the description box and at the end of the video, in case you want to either catch up or watch my introduction to just see what this project is about, or catch up on my previous videos. But basically this project was created by Elizabeth, who is Shiny Happy Pans on Instagram. So she will also be linked in my description box. And this is my third year doing the project, and I'm doing a bit differently now, but you probably know that already. So my five-year-old products are all of my NYX butter glosses. This is pretty much the most boring part of this update every time because, as I said last time, I'm not really, at least for now, planning on taking the stoppers out because it just kind of becomes inconvenient and they go bad faster once I do that. So at least for now, maybe like in the last quarter of the year, I'll do something else or change my mind, but at least for now, I'm not taking the stoppers out of these. But you can't really see, even though it's supposed to be see-through packaging, the product never like unsticks from the sides, so you can't really see through these, but I'll give you swatches of them. This first one is called Fudge Me. It's just a mid-tone neutral brown, and I really had to dig in the tube to get anything on the doe foot, which tells you just how much I've been using this. This is what it looks like. Then I have Caramelt, which is just the warm tone. These are all brown, but just like slightly different browns. Caramelt is just the warm toned one, and it looks like this right here. Lava Cake is the darkest one, and it's just like a super dark neutral brown. And this one I've been pairing, this is actually what I was wearing when I filmed this update the first time. I wear it on top of one that I'm panning in my King Henry VIII project, Sweet Jane, which is like a slightly warm peachy toned pink, but I don't like the way it looks on its own, and this is also a little too intense for me on its own. These jets are so loud right now, but this is what Lava Cake looks like. Yeah, I just, under most circumstances, I don't like wearing that on its own, which is why it doesn't get too much use. But the two that get even less use are actually, this one is Spiked Toffee. It's the pinky brown that I have of these, which looks like that. And then finally, Brownie Drip, which, even though it's basically my favorite butter gloss, and it's like a red tone one, I think I've only used this once this entire year. And that is what it looks like. Those will probably be in the project just until, I don't know, toward the end of the year. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. My 4-year-old items are 2 kind of chubby stick-esque lip crayons and then 2 dark brown lip liners. They're basically the same. All of these I have marked on my paper, but I have since used all of these except for one, so they would have changed. So I'm not gonna show you, like, I'll show you the line markings and then I'll show you just what they look like, but if I held them up to the line, it would look like a lie, so I'm not gonna do that. The only one that I haven't used is this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk 3 Intense. And like I said, it's just a dark brown lip liner. This is what it looks like, and I'm not using it because I'm more focused on there goes the motorcycle, using this one from ABH, which I'm also wearing now, but this is the lip liner in the shade Malt, and it's just very slightly lighter than the Charlotte Tilbury one. This is what it looks like there. I'm wearing this all over my lips under a lip gloss that I always pair with this, which I'll talk about soon. But yeah, this is all I have left. Oh, and I forgot to show you the line markings of these. So this first one here is the Malt lip liner from ABH, and I made that much progress since last time, and this is just where I estimated the bottom of the product to be. So yeah, I made a pretty decent jump, but I still have about half of it left. And then yeah, this is how much of that Charlotte Tilbury lip liner that I have. And then this right here is how much of the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner I have left. I wasn't even able to make a new line marking now, and the month before, this is all I was able to do. So yeah, really not moving too much with that one because they basically play the same role, so why would I use them at the same time? And then I have these two. These are the Revlon Kiss Bombs. This one is Fresh Strawberry and this one is Berry Burst. Now Berry Burst I have been using on my cheeks this entire past month. Last update, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I noticed that this was starting to taste kind of bad. So I stopped using it. Well, first I tried because I thought, oh, maybe if I just hurry up, I can finish it before it gets too bad. So I started using it also on my cheeks, and then the taste was just getting worse every time I used it. So I completely stopped using it on my lips and only as a blush. But since then, I've worn it as a blush almost every day, and this is how much I have left. I'm so close to finishing this that I know I will be done with this by next update, which is fun for the mid-year update. I feel like I'll have a lot of empties. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm wearing it today, but it's been a while since I did my makeup, so I've since like re-powdered, and I also have like a different powder blush and a highlight on top of it. So I don't know how much of this you can see, but this I feel like goes with most things that I wear, so I'm able to get away with it, especially if I put a different blush on top of it. So I have been enjoying using this. I mean, I prefer matte cream blushes, but this is totally fine, and I definitely would rather use it on my cheeks than on my lips. So I'm very, very excited using it as a blush. I do get way more progress on this. And then Fresh Strawberry is still just my, you know, purse lip balm, but this is what it's looking like now. I feel like definitely not as much progress as the other one that I'm using as a blush, but I do have pretty decent progress on this because this plus one other lipstick in this project were the only two lip products that I had in my travel bag, which I will do at least sometime in the near future. I'm planning on doing a video about my travel makeup bag that I was using like from the end of April to basically almost the end of May, because I was like traveling so much and doing different things on the go that I almost all of the makeup looks I did in that month was out of that makeup bag. So I did get a decent amount of progress on this lip balm. Still don't know if I'll be able to finish it by next month, but I'm very happy with movement on this because especially these are the months that I want to reach for this even more, because I feel like this is a very spring summer color. And I just realized I forgot to give you swatches. So this one is Berry Burst. That is now a blush for me, but I'm gonna keep it in this project since I'm already panning a lot of lip products. It might look a little bit different because there was a little bit of foundation on it, but this is what Fresh Strawberry looks like, just slightly lighter and brighter. Oh my goodness, this page is literally falling out. I'm just gonna take it out. But as you can see from the pink all over the place, these are the two Revlon lip crayons. I don't know what to call them. This is Fresh Strawberry here. So at least when I filmed this a few days ago, it was at this line here, and then this bottom line is where the packaging starts. So I feel like based on my progress, it's possible I could get this out by next month, but for sure 2 months and that should be gone. Then I have Berry Burst, which I will say this is definitely lower than the progress mark that I made a few days ago, but I'm just gonna stick with this. But yeah, I 100% will have that done by next time. These are my 3-year-old items, and the first one, again, I didn't use at all. Another lip liner. My progress on this one slowed down because I think it was update 2 that I finished the lip product that I was pairing this with. So since then, I just have not been using this as much. But this is the LYS Speak Love Smooth Glide Lip Pencil in the shade Driven, which is like a pink tone brown. That's what it looks like there. It's actually a really pretty color. I just haven't been reaching for it. If you can hear that little child screaming in the background, sorry, I hope you can't. I live right next to the playground on my apartment complex, so whenever a little kid falls, that's what you hear immediately. So ignore that if you can hear it. But this is what that lip liner not looks like, because that's not what it looks like. This is the progress lines for it, but no progress in the past month. So I definitely have a lot more to go. Again, this is just where I estimated it to finish. The most amount to go for a lip liner, but I don't know. But then I have this lipstick. This is the REM Beauty, what I call the slim lipstick, because I don't actually know what these are called. But this is their slim lipstick in the shade Cloudy, which is just a neutral brown. And this is all I have left. I was hoping that I was going to be able to finish this by this update because it's like such a small amount of product. Sorry, there's like a little thing of fur on here that I'm trying to get off. But because there's like only a tiny amount of product in here, I was thinking I should be able to use it, especially since this was the other lip product that I brought with me in my travel makeup bag this past month. So I did get a lot of use on it, but just not enough to finish it. If this was the only lip product I was using just in general, I could have finished this entire thing from brand new in 1 month. And I know that because I've done that before with this, which is like they're basically the same lip product. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's just a medium neutral brown. Again, I have a lot of those in this project. And this is the amount of progress that I have on this product. I will say it does look like I have a lot left. However, I'm measuring like where the product is by like the top of the slant, and I measured the bottom of the product from the bottom of the slant. So that's definitely not a correct measurement. All in all, I do think I might be embarrassing myself again here. I do think I could finish this by next month because it really just is not that much product for such a slim lipstick. I really could knock this out by next time, and I'm going to try because it's going to be halfway through the year and I have 15 products in this project and I've only finished 1. And my last 3-year-old product is this from Dose of Colors. It's the lip gloss from one of the Orpha collections. This is in the shade 143, and this is the lip gloss that I'm wearing on top of that lip liner now. I actually took the stopper out of this. If you can, oh, a lot came out just now. I literally took the stopper out right before I started filming. So now you can kind of see in there. This is another one that I was hoping, I didn't think it would be, but I was hoping that this would be done by this update because I feel like for the past 3 months, I've been saying it really looks like there's no product left in the tube, but every time I take the doe foot out, there's still product on the wand, or every time I take the wand out, there's product on the doe foot. Either way, I kind of just wanted to be done with this already. Mostly I wanted an empty in this project, but I really didn't want to get rid of this one specifically yet because this is the only lip gloss that I have that's like too light for me, which works because I'm pairing it with this lip liner, which is way too dark for what I'm comfortable with, like wearing on my lips just as is. So this was like the perfect combination. And originally, once this was done, I was going to replace it with one of my LYS lip glosses in the shade Hot Chocolate, which is also, I'll compare these on my hand actually. They're almost identical. This is the LYS gloss and this is the LYS gloss in the shade Hot Chocolate. And I've panned one of those before. So I was literally just going to replace that gloss with this and then continue out the year pairing these two. And then once I finish this, I was gonna pair it with the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, and then I took it out today because I was gonna mention that I was swapping them, and this for some reason already has gone bad. Like, even though the other two of these that I'm panning in this project, I bought these in the exact same order from the LYS site, this one just smells bad, and I'm so annoyed because this was supposed to be my backup lip gloss for this project, but also it's not even like 2 whole years old yet. I bought this December 2024. So why is it going bad after not even a year and a half? And I had never even opened it before today, so it just went bad. I know that LYS is like a clean brand and their products have gone bad on, well, no, one product specifically did go bad on me after a year, but I thought, because that never happened again after that, maybe that was just like that one, like a one-off, but no, it happened again. So I don't have, basically what I started this story for is to say I don't have a replacement for this lip gloss, so now I definitely want to get everything out of this that I can so that I can continue to have something to pair with this before I figure out what I'm gonna do to try to pan both of these super dark lip liners this year. I don't know, maybe I'll have to replace one of these, probably this one, in the mid-year update. I'm gonna think about it, but until then I still have plenty of product to get me through this next month since I took the stopper out of this. Speaking of my LYS lip oils, these are my 2 2-year-old products, and last update I said I couldn't make new line markings on these because there was an air bubble that I just couldn't squeeze out. Still the same for chocolate cherry, but the product did settle in this tube, which is dark chocolate, right? Dark chocolate, which again is just like a basically mid-tone neutral brown. So the product for dark chocolate has settled here. So basically I'm about like at least halfway through the tube, which it's about time. And for chocolate cherry, I just don't have any new line marking because it's not really settling, but I have been using this one. I'm not tracking them, but about the same as this. So I'm hoping that it's around the same like amount of or progress on the tube. But this is what they look like. This is dark chocolate and this is chocolate cherry, and that will just be my update because the product that I finished in this project was my 1-year-old item. But yeah, I'm hoping my main focuses will be to finish both of these products by next month, because I really feel like there can't be, I mean, I don't know, now that I took the stopper out, who knows, but I feel like there can't be much product left in this because even with the stopper in, I was still able to access most of the product, but I guess I'll just see. And then with this one, there's such little left in here. Maybe what I should do, actually, I'm just formulating this plan in my mind right now. Maybe I should start the day with this lip combination because this is more of a high maintenance one. Like, it takes a long time and I have to be like very precise with everything when I use this. So maybe I'll start the day with this on, and then I'll put this one in my purse so that I can reapply with it throughout the day, and I'll just do that every day for the next month. I will also try to come back to you with an update on what I'm gonna do with this one because I don't want to, this one is even darker than the matte lip liner. I don't want to have to wear this on my lips as a lipstick just as is, but I definitely will not finish this if I'm only using it as a lip liner. So I'm gonna figure out what to do, if I'm gonna replace this or if I'm gonna find something else to pair with it. But that's it for this update. Hopefully once I go back editing this, it'll be better than last time, but who knows, because this video was chaotic. And yeah, I'm gonna go nurse my headache. I will see you in my next video, and until then, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Bye.